Update 4 on Cyclone Marcia. Wind speeds 115 miles per hour, pressures 948 millibars, position 22.7 degrees south, 150.5 degrees east. This is current as of 3 AM UTC, February 20th. That's 1 PM local time in eastern Australia. The storm is now currently passing the town of Yeppoon. Just to the west of that town, the town itself is experiencing very strong winds indeed, heavy rainfall and general inclement conditions. The storm's now moving on to Rockhampton as well. The city of Rockhampton could see tremendous gale force winds and the potential for tremendous damage as well. The storms are expected to continue towards the southeast and then move out to sea north of Brisbane. Cyclone warnings in effect for Serena, just south of Mackay, to Double Island Point, extending inland as far as Mora, Duaringa and Gayndah and Gympie. That's the latest warnings as of 2 AM UTC. Those areas are expected to see very strong winds, particularly in the path of the storm. Sea surface temperatures show that the storm is over warm sea surface temperatures, and has been so, but since the storm has made landfall, this is becoming increasingly irrelevant. When it does move out to sea, sea surface temperatures will be marginal. Here's the wind shear map as well. Low amounts of wind shear around the storm, but again, this is becoming increasingly irrelevant as the storm moves inland. Land interaction is enough to kill off a storm. Here's the water vapour imagery as well. You can see the storm here towards the bottom of your image. A moist environment around the storm as well. You can also see Cyclone Lam on the left hand side. Here's the latest floater imagery of the storm as it's moved inland, making landfall as a Category 3 storm with winds around 125 miles an hour. You can see here the storm's moving south over land right now. The eye is somewhat disintegrated in the past few frames, certainly being swallowed up by the land. It's akin to looking like that, I suppose. You could liken it to that, but a very strong landfall indeed, and possibly delivering heavy damage, who knows. Indeed, heavy rainfall could possibly lead to flooding, along with that storm surge as well, which I believe is in the region of 2 to 3 metres. As of February the 20th at 2 AM UTC, we have two systems active, Cyclone Marcia of course, and of course Cyclone Lam as well. Lam, the latter, has weakened significantly, is now only a 60 mile per hour tropical storm. 11 tropical storms have formed so far in 2015 worldwide. 7 of those have become Category 1 hurricanes or their equivalents around the world. That is Category 1 on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale, as opposed to the Australian scale. Category 3 storms, 5 of those reaching 115 miles per hour. That's nearly 200 kilometers per hour. 185 to be precise. You can follow Force 13 on any of its outlets. The website, as always, force13.com, is the main place to be for all the goings on around the world storm-wise. Of course, the video page, YouTube, will also keep you well up to date, and if you saw recently, our first ever live storm event. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter, search Force 13 on there, at Force 13 on Twitter, and you can speak to me personally on Skype, at Fool13 on there for Tropical Weather Chat, and you can also join the chat room on there as well, where you can speak to other fellow storm trackers at any time. The next update on this storm, if necessary, will follow at 2:30 PM UTC on February 20th. That's late evening in Australia.